starting with the math portion of your packet. We're already halfway done once you conclude with this, okay? So, math this time around is pretty consistent and pretty easy. You'll notice all you need to do for number 1, okay, A through I, is subtraction. It is set up for you to simply just show your work here at the bottom, all right? Only thing I want to review with is probably some of these straight across zero problems. So I'm going to bump on down to G and give a quick little demonstration, all right? So we kind of talked about yesterday how there's going to be somewhat of a domino effect when you have multiple zeros, right? If we start in the ones place and I have a 0, then I have to go then to the tens place. But you'll see again, there's a 0. Okay, that doesn't, again, give us enough to bundle into the ones so that we can subtract. So we have to go again, this time to the hundreds place. So now we're able, because of 5, it gives us enough that we can start breaking apart into the other place values, okay? So it's more on the floor, go next door to get some more. I'm going to take a 100. I'm going to bundle the 10, and I'm going to move it to the tens place. So that will become a 4, right? I'm losing that 10 to, or I'm losing that 100 and giving it to the tens place. So I can get then 10, all right? Oops. Let me try that one more time. There we go. All right. Now that I have 10 here, I can get more for the 1. So I'm going to cross that out. Okay. This will become a 9. So then this can become a 10. Finally, I have enough to subtract the ones place, right? So if I take 10 and I subtract 9 from 10, I get 1 left over. If I take 8, right, and I subtract it from 9, I have 1 left over. Can I take 9 from 4? No. I would need to go next door, but uh-oh, I don't have enough. Let me go again. Next door. Uh-oh, I cannot, right? So I have to go again, just like I did earlier. It's a domino effect, right? So if I take 1 away, that will give me 6, right? Okay, so then 6, I'm sorry, Ms. Schultz is so wrong. That becomes a 7. Ah, it's okay. We make mistakes. They help us grow. 7. All right. Then I can make this a 10. Okay. Now I can take 1 from this place value. Make this a 9. So now I have 10 here. Squeeze it in. Oops. There we go. All right. I can take 10 from 9. That gives me, whoops. Okay, guys, bear with me. You have to do it one more time for this to become a 9. This can become a 14. Okay, so good thing Miss Schultz broke this apart because even I needed a review, it appears. Now I have enough to subtract, okay? So I could then continue on with this problem by taking 9 away from 14 and getting my answer. Taking 9 from 9 and getting my answer. Taking 9 from 7 and getting my answer, and then subtracting 7 and just pulling it down. All right, so don't forget your comma. And that is just a little quick demonstration on subtraction. So let's scroll down to the number 2 here. Number 2 through, let's see, 5, they are all subtraction questions, okay? They are all subtraction questions. So all you're going to need to do is take the largest total and subtract them. Okay? A fishing boat was out for sea for 6 months and traveled a total of 8,578 miles. In the first month, the boat traveled 659 miles. How many miles did the fishing boat travel during the remaining 5 months? So this is what this looks like, just as a visual, okay? The total amount traveled was 8,578, right? So if I place that, they gave us that at the beginning of our question, right? The total of 6 months. So if this is the total, they then give us how much is in the first month. Well, we notice 659, that's a smaller value, right? So if I have 659 miles traveled in month 1, the question here asks, how many miles did the boat travel in the remaining 5? So what we don't know is this little portion right here, right? The amount of its difference that it takes to get to our total in 6 months. So we subtract them, all right? We take 8,578. Then we subtract it from 659. Make sure you line them up in the correct place value. All right. Boom. You will solve and then give a sentence. Okay? Number 3 asks, a national monument has 160,747 visitors during the first week of September. A total of 759,656 people visited the monument in September. How many people visited the monument in September after the first week? Okay, so it's just like here up at the top. They've given you a total for the entire month of September. Then they give you the total of just the first week, right? So to find out how many people visited after the first week, you need to subtract them from one another. Number 4, Shadow Software Company earned a total of $800,000 selling programs during the year 2012. $125,300 of that amount was used. Oh, what does it mean to use something? Do you still have it once you've used it? Has it gone away? It asks, how much profit did Shadow Software Company make in the year 2012? Okay, so if they use part of those expenses, you have to subtract the 2 to find the amount that they actually made. Number 5. At the local aquarium, Bubba the seal ate 25,634 grams of fish during the week. If on the first day of the week, he ate 6,987 grams of fish, how many grams of fish did he eat during the remainder of the week? A remainder is what's left over. So again, you subtract these to find the remainder. Okay? We then have another sprint, just like yesterday. You're finding the midpoint. Give yourself 2 minutes. The midpoint is always in the middle of the 2 numbers. 5 is your friend. So between 10 and 20 is 15. See that 5? Between 100 and 200, it should be 150. Cool thing about this is we just gained a 0. Because number 1's in the tens place, number 2's dealing with the hundreds place. So if we're dealing with the thousands place, what do you think the answer would be for number 3? Okay, you're going to time yourself, see how far you can get, and then you're done with your math portion. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you to it. Good luck, and I'll see you for science.